What's up everyone and welcome to episode number 10 of this City Skylines Let's Play series. And now, in this episode, we are going to do something very important, and not only that, we are gonna do a lot of things actually, if you think about it. Um, what I want to do in this episode, I basically want to expand in 2 or 3 different areas. And what I want to do, I want to complete the industrial area. I want to complete this little zone over here, next to the water, and also over here. I want to do something over here. Not sure yet what I want to do next to the highway, but we will see in this episode. So, before we are going to begin, of course, as you may know, you probably know what I'm gonna say, but if you're going to enjoy this episode, of course, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing the video even if you want to. But that's everything what I want to say, and I just want to continue with building. So, like I said before, just a couple of seconds ago, we are gonna do a lot of things, and I wanna do basically what I wanna do. I wanna do some um, new things. So, as I said before in the last couple of Let's Play episodes in this series, I want to continue with this city, and I want to change the episodes a little bit. So, I want to do more, and I already told you guys this like 4 or 5 times now, but just to be sure, I want to say it one more time. I want to do more things in one episode. I want to make it more exciting, and I want to make it more easy to watch. So I want to do more in one episode basically. And this is going to be one of the episodes where I'm going to do that. And that basically means I'm going to cut a little bit more. I'm going to do a lot of things off camera, and I'm going to show you the results, of course, in this episode. Now, I'm not going to do that on every single episode, but for example, in this episode where I want to do a lot of things, I'm going to do a lot of cuts in the video. So we're going to have a lot of transitions, and you're basically going to see the result in just a couple of seconds, which is, in my opinion, pretty nice if you ask me. Again, I'm not going to do that in every single episode, but I want to do some things, and I want to do a lot of things in this episode, so that's why. But of course, we are also going to build a little bit, but we will see. So we are just going to do a lot of things, which makes this episode, of course, very important. Now, I want to give you guys one more thing to... I want to tell you guys one more thing. That's what I wanted to say. This area over here, you have to remember how it looks now, because, of course, we don't have any industrial zoning now. Yeah, we have some warehouses, but yeah, that's it. And we, of course, have a cargo train station over here, but we don't have any industrial zoning yet. Now, if you may know, the city is pretty much dying right now. And it is because we don't have industrial zoning, basically. So the buildings over here are not really upgrading. Voice crack number 1. The the buildings over here are not really upgrading. So we should have some tall buildings over here, and it's not really looking that great because, well, again, the buildings are not really fully maxed out. And just remember how it looks, because I think once we are gonna have industrial zoning, we are gonna have a very nice looking skyline already of the city. We are gonna have some skyscrapers already over here. And also remember this area, because we still have some open spots. As you can see, it's not fully built, but I think the city is gonna recover so good if we are gonna have the industrial zoning over here. It's gonna heal the city basically. So just remember how it looks now over here and over here, because this is also going to change a lot in this episode. So what I want to do, I'm gonna add some services, I'm gonna add some zoning, and you will see how the area is gonna look in 1 second. So yeah, again, I'm gonna add some zoning, some services, some details, maybe even already some trees, or probably gonna add a lot of detail also. So let's see, it's gonna be a very nice transition. So this is how the area looks, of course, without any zoning yet. And here we are again. And look at this beautiful looking industrial zone. I think that it looks great. Really, really nice looking industrial zone. And well, as you can see, I added some zoning, I added some services, some details, and a lot of trees, basically. And first of all, traffic. It is very, 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 very busy. Now, that's a little bit of my own. Um, yeah, it is my fault, basically. I made a mistake. And it is because I zoned everything in 1 second. So everyone, every truck, every business wants to, yeah, basically come in the city. And yeah, it is busy on the roads. That's why. So I think it's gonna be okay if we just wait a little bit on the yeah, we are just gonna wait a little bit, um, and I think it's gonna be okay. Once every car has been, driven in this area, once every business owner, basically all the um, yeah, things, when all the cars are finally here, I think it's gonna be okay. Probably, I'm not sure, but we will see. But yeah, as you can see, it's really busy, but that's also good because everything is working, everything is functioning, buildings have been built, everything is already, I think, fully maxed almost. And yeah, the way the office buildings just mix in with the industrial zone, I like it. And it covers basically the whole industrial zone up with all these offices at the end. And then, of course, you have the factories in the middle. So it kind of blocks the look, the industrial look. And I kind of like it. So I think I'm pretty happy with it. Now, of course, as you can see, I added some details, some parking lots, um, some services. I even added a post service. This is the first one of the city. Added a road maintenance building. We don't really need it, but it's just for details, of course. A taxi depot. Again, some extra parking lots, a lot of trees, a lot of dirt, lots of details, lots of trucks. And I think it looks pretty cool. So it is going pretty okay. Oh, I actually also connected the train station over here. So this one is now, I think, functioning. Yes, it is. We only have a garbage issue, but I think that's going to be okay. So looking very good. I am very happy with the look. It's just the traffic right now. So hopefully it's going to be okay. I think it will be okay, but we will see in the very soon future, I guess you can see, very nearby future, you can say, I guess. So, well, this is finished. Um, yeah, I guess. Maybe we are gonna change some roads, maybe we are gonna change the road layout if it's gonna stay this busy, maybe. But this is 99% complete, basically, this industrial zone. So, like I said before, I want to continue. And we are now going to work on this area over here. And it's gonna look very similar to this district, and that's exactly what I want. I think it's gonna look very nice next to the water. I think it's gonna look very nice also against this district, which is also really similar, I guess you can say. And what did I tell you guys? Have a look at this area and this area. I think that you can already see the upgrades because every building is now getting upgraded, I guess. Over here, you can see some skyscrapers already. And over here, every single um, yeah, piece of land has been filled in with houses, which is really good to see. We now have almost 26,000 people, which is good. And I think we are gonna cross the 30,000 if we are going to expand over here. Maybe, I'm not sure, but we will see. So let's have a look at what we can do over here. And there we go once again. So this area has been filled in now, and like I said before, I think it's gonna work very good next to the water, also next to the other areas, and damn, it works very, very well. So looking very nice again, a very nice looking area next to the water, a lot of trees. I just really am a fan of these European style buildings. I mean, they are so detailed. I think it's just beautiful. So again, it looks really good, I think. um, it just works. It just works really well in my opinion. Um, and yeah, this area has now been expanded, and it's now twice as big. So looking pretty good. I think we have now, yeah, 27,000, almost 28,000 people. I thought we would reach the 30,000 people milestone, but maybe in the next expansion. Um, but yeah, looking really good. Lots of trees, lots of detail. I even added this nice looking park over here. Um, again, just a lot of detail, and it works. It works really well. So really happy how it looks. Now, one thing's for sure, the traffic hasn't been upgrading. So it didn't really improve. And well, I changed one thing, and I just changed it. So I think we gotta wait a little bit till we see the improvement. But this area now is or has a one-way system. So how do you actually get into this area with this road? You follow the road all the way over here, then it goes to the cargo train station, and then you can exit the city if you follow the road over here, all the way over here. So very busy. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. And I also changed this road to a four laner. Maybe it's a bit too much, but with all the traffic that we have right now, with every single business owner wanting to, of course, enter this industrial zone, yeah, it's just really busy. So we need all the lanes we can have, uh, basically. But I think it's gonna improve. I think with some time, this is gonna get way better. So again, we will see. And if it's not gonna improve, well, then we are going to change it again. And then I maybe need you guys' help to get this area, um, to improve the traffic in this area, basically. But I think it's gonna improve. I think so. And yeah, I guess again, it just looks really good. This area over here, no traffic, of course, because we just have a lot of bicycle lanes. Um, and yeah, a really good connection. I mean, the layout is really good. Lots of trees, so it's all dense, very filled in, which is of course what we want to see. Um, and yeah, this area looks now way better. This area also, I think it looks way better. Um, and yeah, I'm very happy actually. So now, um, did I miss something? I don't think so. Yeah, change the road to a one-way system. I already said that. I think that's everything. Now, of course, we don't have any transportation yet in this area. I think we're gonna do that next episode, or maybe the episode after that one, but not in this episode. But once we're gonna have transportation, buses, metros, I think this area is also gonna get better with traffic. So that's what I wanted to say. But let's continue. And now we are going to do, I guess, the final expansion before we are actually gonna build on camera. So we are gonna expand over here, and I think that we are just gonna make this area, this residential area, even bigger. And I want it to be very dense, and I want it to be very similar to these, um, yeah, areas over here. So I think it's gonna look really good next to the highway. Um, Before this episode, I was thinking to maybe make this area like a park or just something special, but I don't know. I think it's a bit weird to have a park this big next to the highway. I think that's just a bit weird. So I just want to make another very dense looking residential zone, and I think it's gonna work. So let's see what we can do. One more time, I'm gonna cut the video, and then we are going to um, have a look at the expansion where we're gonna expand next. So let's see what we can do over here. So this is how it looks right now without any buildings yet. And this is how the area looks when it's completely finished. And then what a transition. I mean, I gotta be honest, I think I made the right choice. So what did I do? Of course, I added a lot of new, well, roads, first of all. Um, then I just zoned everything with the, yeah, residential buildings over here. A lot of residential buildings, a lot of commercial buildings. It's just a very big mix of buildings, and it's very dense, as you can see. Um, but it's just a very nice looking area. I mean, just look at this. It's very good looking, I think. And the traffic has improved. It did improve, but it's not at the level that I wanted it to be. So yeah, first of all, the industrial area has been improved, the traffic, but again, it's still very busy. But back to the expansion, I mean, it looks great. And I even added a little unique building. I added the cinema over here, added some schools, some parks, and it just looks great. I mean, the level of detail also, I added some um, detail, for example, next to the highway, a big fence, some dirt, and a lot of trees, and it just looks amazing. I think it looks really amazing. Oh, and I even added some details in the middle over here, some trees, some fences, and even extra details over here as well. But man, this area is looking really good. Really good connections too, bicycle lanes everywhere. I believe, yeah, on this side also, next to the road, and it just looks amazing. The density, I really like that. And yeah, from above it looks great. And can you remember, guys, what I said? What did I tell you guys? Look at this area. It has been completely transformed. So lots of skyscrapers looking really good. Really happy to see that. And also this area has been completely filled in. Even added some extra trees here and there. So looking very good. A very good expansion. Right now, almost 35,000 people, 34.2 right now. We are making some money. Doesn't really matter because we have no money, but you get what I'm trying to say. Also a good thing. Um, and yeah, everything is looking very good, except the traffic. But we get to that. We get to that in a future episode, I'm sure. But looking very good. Very happy with the um, yeah, things we did. And man, the city has become 2 times bigger already, which is a good thing. So what I want to do now, um, I want to build again on camera. So like I said before, I just wanted to do a lot of expansions. I wanted this area over here to be finished, and it is, kind of. Of course, we need to add some transportation options, but that's gonna be like 1% of work, so that's all gonna be good. Um, this area is now basically finished for 99%. So very good. Um, yeah, did I miss something? Yeah, it's just a lot of trees. Very dense. I even added some details in the roundabout over here. But I think that's everything. So again, looking very good. I'm very happy with how the area looks. And yeah, I think we have to move on to expand again. Um, so what do I want to do? I think that I want to work over here on this area. And as you can see, we have a little suburban area over here, as you can see. But I don't think I'm going to make this all just suburbs. I don't really want to do that. I think that I'm going to continue this suburb a little bit, and then I'm going to make this area over here a little bit similar to this district over here. I think that's gonna work. So no skyscrapers yet over here. I don't really want to have skyscrapers over here. Maybe over here. Maybe next to the water over here. But I think it's gonna be a bit weird to have skyscrapers over here. So yeah, I think we're just gonna work on the road layout. So let's have a look. And let's begin, of course, with, well, putting some music on, of course. That's gonna work, that's gonna help. And we have some terrain changes, as you can see. So I am going to make this all a little bit more flat over here. And let's see, how big do I want this suburb to be? That's actually a really good question. Maybe I can have a road over here, a main road. That doesn't really matter now. Going this way. I think I want this suburb to be like ending over here, maybe. So let's just follow the train tracks, I guess, all the way to this area. I think that's gonna work. Or do I just want it to be all the same? Because it is the same terrain almost. I think we are gonna do that though. I think so. I think it's gonna be way easier if we're just gonna get this one. Yeah, really, really easy. That's gonna work. So I want it all to be flat, I guess. Don't really want to work with mountains. We just, again, want to expand a lot. And we're just gonna make it all the same terrain. At least it's almost the same terrain. Just like this. Really simple. It even removes some trees. Oh, and we have a unique building. I wanna keep this a abandoned house, it seems. Like a farm. I'm gonna keep this for sure. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, looking good actually. So just show that. And this is all the same terrain, I guess. Yes, it is. Let's just make it even more perfect, just like this. And then I want to make this look a little bit smoother. Like this. And then we have a brand new area to work with, which is a good thing, of course. So, I think I'm just gonna have a look at the road layout. Gonna make I'm gonna start with this area, and I think that we are going to continue it in the next episode, because I think we are already playing for like 20 minutes, something like that. So let's just make a start with this area. I think that I wanna have a main road, but which one? We have so many roads to choose. We are using this one over here, which is looking really nice, but it doesn't have any bicycle lanes. That's very unfortunate. I guess we don't have to. We can just make some new bicycle lanes, I guess, like this over here. Just some separate ones. Or we don't have to have a 4-laner. We can just have like this one, for example. Maybe. And why didn't I make this a bicycle lane? That's a little bit weird. Of course I want to do this. Oh, and I removed something, apparently. Just gonna make it like this again. I know it was this pathway, it's a different one, but I don't think it's gonna fit. Oh, it is. Okay, perfect. And which trees are we using? We are using these ones. Yeah, this one. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna continue with this bicycle road. And also over here. So I wanna have a road over here. So this is gonna be kind of a main road, I guess. And then I guess I wanna follow the train tracks. Don't wanna have a lot of curves. Of course we can have some curves, but not too much. I want it to be a bit similar to this area, just very straight, I guess you can say. Very American, I guess. Very suburban-like. I mean, that's not completely true. We have America has some pretty nice looking suburbs with some curves, but I don't know. Sometimes you see this too a lot. Also in Europe, by the way. So let's see. I wanted this area to be like, I wanted the main road in the middle, so we can separate the two districts. And I think this is gonna be the middle. I guess a little bit. That's gonna be okay. And then I wanna, which road? I think I wanna use this one. It just looks nice. And we are not gonna have a lot of traffic, so one way is gonna be enough, I think. And I guess we can use a roundabout also. I think that's gonna work. So just a little bit more, I think. Yes, that's gonna be perfect, I think so. Actually, we need a little bit more, just a little bit more. I want it to be almost perfect. That's gonna be perfect, yes. And then we're gonna do this again. It's gonna be pretty close, but I think it's gonna work. Yes, it is. And then we're gonna get this one again. This one over there. We can go straight a little bit. And then we're gonna have a curve. I think that's gonna work. Yes, it is. And then we're gonna change this one to a 3-laner with some bicycle lanes. I wish we had a 2-laner with some bicycle lanes. 3 lanes is a bit too much, but it's gonna be okay, I guess. So no trees, of course, we don't need those now. Gonna make some custom ones, of course, like this. And then we're gonna change the district. So I want this all to be the same district. Let's see, yeah, this is all the same district over here, following over here. Wow, this is gonna be a big district actually. A very nice looking suburban zone over here. Great. Yeah, and then we can of course remove the airport. We are not gonna build an airport over here. So just gonna be like this. And we even have a little park over here. I forgot about that. Great. Level 3. Almost level 4 already. Looking good. Okay. Okay, looking good. And I think that we are just gonna continue the road over here. Do I want to have a connection over here? I don't want it to have too many connections on this road, so maybe, just maybe, I'm going to make a nice little overpass. And I think I can do something pretty cool over here. Oh, it's not enough. Is it enough? I think it might be enough. What I want to do, I want to go over this road over here. Maybe that's gonna be cool, I guess. Is that cool? I don't know, maybe. And I don't... Yeah, so we have a bicycle collection over here, of course. But I'm gonna remove it for now. Because we are gonna have a bypass over here. I think it's gonna work, I hope so at least. Let's see. Yes it is, wow, okay. I didn't expect that, to be honest. But it works, so that's good. Yeah, just like this. And let's see. So yeah, I want to make this look a bit better, of course. Just like that. We're gonna have a little crossing over here, but that doesn't really matter, I think. We are saving, that's good. Just like this. Then we have, yeah, then we can even have a bicycle connection over here. Then we can have a tunnel again. It's gonna be a small tunnel, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna be okay. We can even have a curved one. Yes, yeah, that looks pretty okay. That looks pretty okay. Yes, then I wanna have this one also connected. Just like this. It's not perfect, but I think it's gonna work. Just gonna make it a bit more smooth. And then we are of course going to follow the train tracks a little bit more. And then we're gonna make a curve like that. Oh, that's not really nice again. Just like this. And then we're gonna go somewhere with this road. I have no idea where, but I think it's gonna be good for now. Like this. So pretty good actually. Pretty good. Yeah, it's gonna be, again, it's gonna be a bit more high density, so how are we gonna do that? We don't really need main roads, so I think we can just have a connection over here, I guess. And then have a nice curve over here. But I also want to go this way, but I don't want to have a connection, so don't want to have a, yeah, don't really want to go there. Maybe we can just do this. Just connect over here. Can we go straight? Yes, we can. Pretty good. And then I'm just, of course, gonna fill it in with some roads, what we did over here. And then we're just gonna fill everything in. So, very good, actually. Actually, yeah, it's looking pretty good. So, I guess what we are gonna do in the next episode, we are just gonna continue with this layout over here, adding some new houses. Then we are gonna make this area look very similar to this district over here. And I think that's gonna work. And of course we are gonna make a little park over here with this unique building. I think that's gonna work. And like I said before, I think that I also wanna have some skyscrapers over here. Because it's gonna be next to the downtown. So a lot of things to do actually, but very exciting. And we are gonna have to have a look at the transportation because I think we only have 3 bus lines, only connecting the stadium, this area over here a little bit, just the one of the first areas that we worked on, but nothing else. And we don't have no metros. I think we have a ferry stop, but we are not using it. How can we have passengers if we don't have a ferry line? How is that possible? Where is it? Am I stupid? Oh, it's right there. We don't have a ferry line. So how are people using it? Are people stopping here? Stay on? That's pretty weird, okay. But it doesn't matter. We are gonna have some ferry stops also, so transportation is gonna be really important in the next episodes to have a look at, because, well, this is still very busy. Oh, wow. Wow, it's looking pretty good now, actually. Very good. Very good. It's only a bit busy now over here, but this is all flowing, which is beautiful. Very good, but still, we have to have a look at the transportation, and we are just gonna continue expanding. So, look at how big the city already is. Just in one episode, boom, 3 expansions done. And of course, in the next episode, we're gonna fill this all in, and maybe even already some transportation work, but not sure. I'm not sure, but we will see. So, I want to end the episode with 35,000 people, so let's just wait a little bit. And let's just have some good looks at the areas that we expanded, of course. And let's see. I mean, this train station is getting used, but it doesn't tell me how many passengers. But still, lots of cars, so this is getting used too. Very good to see. Cargo train station is working very well. We are still making money. All the warehouses are working. I checked it already, so that's also a good thing. Wow, looking good. Everything is pretty much flowing. Yeah, it's getting busy again, but wow, looking very good. And I love the new parks. I didn't see it. I just discovered that we have some new parks because, of course, the game turned 10 years old. Yeah, 10 years. 10 years of City Skylines 1. Beautiful. And soon City Skylines 2. Very, very exciting. And there we have a passenger train. So let's see. 230. Just imagine if you're gonna have transportation, then it's gonna be even busier. Because now, yeah, everyone is just driving and cycling, I guess, and walking. So that's gonna be very nice. And we're gonna have so many train stations. So much train tracks. You're gonna use it very good. So only 100 more people. All looking very, very beautiful. And the European style, it just works so well. Just have a look at this. It just works so well. I really am happy that we are back in this city. I really miss the European style buildings. Almost never use them. Almost never. This area, of course, looking good with all these skyscrapers. Cannot wait to add some transportation over here as well. Of course, we have some buses over here, but we're gonna add some metros, some ferries, some boats. It's gonna be so nice seeing all the boats over here, connecting the islands with each other up. But that's gonna be for the future. And there we go, 35,000 people. 20 more. Damn, we growed with like 15,000 people or something, 10,000, something like that. 17 more people. 15, come on. One more, come on. Thank you, there you go. 35,000 people. Beautiful, just beautiful. So guys, we did a lot. This is what I mean with the new kind of, yeah, type of Let's Play episode. Of course, we are gonna do more in one episode, which is a good thing. But of course, I'm also going to just have these normal episodes where we are gonna do everything on camera. So don't worry, but man, it helps. These episodes really help. So again, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode as much as I did. I did, for sure. And I think the city did too, because we are just making the city look even better and better every episode. So really good things that we did in this episode, and let's just continue like this. So again, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, like, subscribe, share, you already know it. And then I will see you in the next episode. So have a good day, and hopefully see you in the next episode.